My parents always supported me in everything that I did, and I remember when my sister would have tournaments, they would go to it, or track meets. When she'd have volleyball tournaments, they would go, and actually when I had wrestling tournaments, they would go too. And the thing is my parents have always been there.
I'm Imelda Munoz, the mother of Mark Munoz.
And I am the father of Mark, Rodolfo Munoz.
As I remember Mark's growing up, we got stationed in Japan, and Mark was only 2 years old. And Mark is very healthy and like to play a lot, climbing all over our fence in the backyard.
That's right.
And then the couch, he climbed all over. He's only 2 years old. He likes to climb. He likes to go upstairs, 17 stairs. Yeah, 17 stairs he climb up. One day I was in the kitchen and I put him inside and I covered the whole living room so he cannot get out. But when I look in a split second, Mark is gone. I said, oh my God, where is my son? I find out that he's climbing upstairs 13 steps. When I call him and he turned around, I think he was shocked. I called his name. He fell down all the way down below. And here I am, so worried, scared to pick him up. And when I pick him up, he was smiling to me. And it looks like, what's wrong with you, Mom?
Growing up, he's a mild-headed guy. He's very active in all kinds of sports. Basketball and baseball, wrestling, and volleyball. Sometimes, he's very tired when he come home, and so he just go to bed. And I want him to do that, so he'll be busy with the sports and don't have time for the girls. Of course, a lot of girls want to be around him all the time. We're trying to get the girls out of his room, because they want to stick around.
I was never like, they would always come over, I'd never do anything, Alright, well, okay, here we go. So I would catch a lot of attention with the tournaments that I started winning and started becoming a well-known figure in Vallejo, and I started getting my name in the paper and was homecoming king and blah blah. I was doing all that stuff, and I was well liked by a lot of people, and so I'd be a part of like a lot of groups. I would choreograph a lot of cotillions, which are Filipina girls that are 18 years old get welcomed into womanhood. It's kind of like a quinceañera in the Mexican culture, where they have girls that are 15 years old, they welcome them into womanhood. Same thing in the Filipina culture. When girls turn 18, they get welcomed into womanhood and they have a celebration. Well, I was that guy that would choreograph the cotillion, doing the waltz and the cha-cha. So I got skills, man. What can I say? I like to dance, so that's what I did to earn some side money, and I love doing it. And so doing that and mixing in like dances and stuff there, I'd always catch attention with some girls that wanted to come over and learn some dancing and stuff like that. And hey, never done anything physical with them. My parents were always around, and don't get the wrong impression, I'm not like that. Anyways, hey, I'm a man, but never fell into anything like that, whatever you're thinking.
And so, but he really loved football, and so much that he played all the time. But unfortunately, one of the camps in the church somewhere, they were playing football in the middle of the night, so there's no light, and he fell in a ditch, and a couple of guys fell on top of him, and he had a very bad injury on his right ankle. So that was it. The doctor says he could no longer run. He could no longer play sports. You know, so Mark was crying really hard because he loved football so much. But then, when he got done with the therapy and everything, he went back to wrestling. The doctor gave him the blessing to go ahead and play wrestle. In July of 1995, which when he had his injury, and then the same year, 1995, he had the first high school champion, state championship, the first time, because he was injured. He picked up about maybe 20 pounds. He was 20 pounds overweight, so he became light heavy, like 189 pounds. And it suited him fine because he's still quick, and he beat a lot of these guys, man, more experienced guys than him. The next year, 1996, he was undefeated that year. Even though he had injury on his right shoulder, he was wrestling with one arm. He was wrestling with one arm, and people are, you know, amazed, man. Really amazing guy, you know. He still won every match that he competed. So all the way up to the state championship, he won again. So back to back, he won 2 state championships. That was done in Stockton, California. That was the first time ever in Vallejo, and he did it twice, back to back, 2 years.
You know, my mom was one of those crazy moms. When I was wrestling, she would be, you know, if I'd wrestle in a big tournament like state or a national tournament, she would always find her way by my mat side when I'm wrestling, and she would bypass all the security. She's that crazy mom. She would if she didn't agree with the ref's call, she would throw a bottle onto the mat. She's crazy, but she is the sweetest thing ever. She gets into it.
One day he went practice, I don't know where he went, and came back home. Guess what, Mom? I came across Uriah Faber. I said, who is he? He used to be a wrestler of, is that wrestler? UC Davis. And what? He wants me to get to WEC. I said, what is that? It's like MMA. It's everything goes, Mom. Jiu-jitsu, karate, boxing, wrestling. I said, I don't want you gonna kill us again, Mark.
So when I told her that I was gonna do MMA, she's like, what? Anak? Anak means child in Tagalog. Anak, no. You're not like that. And I said, Mom, no, it's as good. I'm good at it. I want you to support me. She goes, no, don't do it, Anak. You're not like that. And I said, no, Mom, I'm good. I'm gonna do it. She goes, ay, nako, what are you gonna do? No. And so I said, I need you there.
Mom, I'm gonna have a first fight in WEC. Would you like to watch me? I said, what? And he goes, Mom, just watch, just like when I was in wrestling. And I go, my first watch, my God, I thought my heart is dropped on the floor. I see everything goes around, and I go, oh my God, I was screaming and yelling. And his coach love watching me, but I was screaming and my voice is so loud, and after that I kind of feel embarrassed.
And I could hear, my ears always in tune to my mom's voice, and I always hear, "Go Mark, go punch him, kick him." I hear it all she could be a mile away. I can hear her.
But then the coach told me, you give him the courage when they hear you screaming like that, because when you say go Mark, he got the urge to do it. So the second he win, and then the second again, he told me to watch. The coach told me to watch it again because you're giving him the drive. So I said, I don't know if I could do it the second time. Because my blood pressure went up. My knee was shaking. Oh my God, everything goes. I can't talk. The second time, the first time I was excited. The second time, my high blood pressure went up, so I stopped there.
She's just a crazy, crazy mom, man. Crazy mom that loves me, and I love her to death. So I love her to pieces, man. She's my man. She's my everything, man. And along with my wife and my kids and my family, she definitely has always been there.
Every time we talk about the fight, it's scary me though. As a mother, I feel about the sake of his health, number one. And I know he got the ability and the drive and desire to do it. To win. This fight, the MMA fight, everything goes. And
very brutal sport.
It's kind of scary though.
It is scary.
And
you never know what's going to happen.
Never know what's going to happen.
You get hit one time, at the end of it, you gotta be slippery. You gotta be slippery, in and out.
Here I am praying all the time for my son's safety and for his health.
I feel apprehension too myself. You know what I mean? I get kind of nervous.
Yeah,
you can't help that. Even him, he gets nervous.
Yeah.
He said when he gets into the cage, then ready to fight. He or me.
Yeah. So it's hard to watch, as a mom. Lots of prayer. That's all I could offer my son. I pray all the time.